Yes, the sun is shining. How beautiful is that, eh? Wow. Giving thanks. Look at that. Yes. We have to be a bit like the sun. You see the sun? The moon. It speaks the truth, doesn't it? It will shine. It will show itself when it needs to, you know. And that's how we have to be. Because sometimes, people who speak the truth, no matter how gentle they may speak it, a lot of people don't like to hear the truth, do they? Let's face it. A lot of people don't like the truth. Even when the truth is in front of them and they can see it and they can feel it and they can hear it. Many of our people will still choose to know or stay with what they know is not the truth. But we are our own truth analyzers. And no matter what anybody tells you, people can tell us all kind of things, and people can show us this website, that website, and, talk. But we must feel the truth from within. The heart, the inner consciousness will always let us know the truth by how we feel. Feeling the truth is the greatest analyzer. When somebody says something to you or shows you something, the first thing you feel, if you break it down to yourself, you'll feel if it's the truth. And then secondly, what we tend to do, we go into what we call in our heads, in our brains, and we start to think. And it's when we go into this thinking, can more often than not, when we go into deep thinking over the truth, it can bring us off our paths. Because when we keep going into the head to analyze everything, because the head, of course, is designed to think, isn't it? Because you got the left brain, the right brain, and the middle brain. And if you read up scientifically on how the brain works in analyzing and in how it functions with the physical body and its consciousness, you will identify through your own research, and there's a lot of information on the net. Just make sure the information you're researching on the net is credible. And it comes from also a Kemetic Afro-African centric position. Because we as African Caribbean heritage people, we must know the truth first from our history, from our seeds, So whatever you're looking to find the truth in, whatever you have been fed, whatever information we have been fed, it doesn't always mean that it is the truth, just because maybe the majority, millions of people are following that particular path because they've been told to go on that path. The divine creator, createss, gives us the energy and the vibrations for us to feel and know the truth. And as we become more better at listening to our consciousness, which is connected to the vibrations of the divine creator, createss, our ancestors, people will call them guardian angels, whatever you choose to name, we are always connected to them Many people have lost their parents who are in the spirit world, or their loved ones, family members, good friends. But we all know that their spirits, their energies still live on. Yes, the body has gone, the physical vehicle that carries the consciousness, that carries the being, the physical body, that's what goes. But the energy, which scientifically proven that energy cannot die in nothing, it transfers, it transitions back to the higher plane of where we come from. And how do we know that it goes up? Well, let's look at nature. You know, everything that grows from the ground, it grows up. You know, if a tree falls, it falls down to the ground. But the energy and the presence is still there, isn't it? You know, and this is what we have to get more in tune with. Look at that beautiful sunshine coming through in this beautiful autumn months. Wow, look at that. Yeah, check that out. Don't mess with the bright sun. Wow. Yeah, so that's what we've got to do. Get more in tune with our consciousness, and when we have a feeling to do something, let's do it. If it feels right, if you can see that if you do something or a particular task that you've set yourself, and you know it's going to bring good outcomes into your life or your family's life or your children's life or whatever project you're on, you know, make the steps to do what we need to do. Because, you know, we can, as people, and we're all guilty of procrastination. You know, there's always some blockages around us that can sometimes slow down our movements. Sometimes we just need to rest. Rest if you must, as they say, but never give up. Sometimes we need to rest, take time out, you know, meditate, plan, silence our mind a little. Sometimes the mind overthinks too much, and it then it inhibits our progression, you know. And, you know, never be frightened of the truth. You know, as the saying is, the truth will set you free. Never be frightened of the truth. You know, indoctrination, never be frightened to find out the truth so that you can unindoctrinate oneself in any capacity that needs to be done. You know, and I'm just talking genuinely, because there's many things that we as communities and people we need to do to fix and firm the foundations for our children and our children's children and the up and coming generations of the future. The babies that have just been born this year, you know, what is it going to be like for them in the next potentially 20 years time? Their future is dependent on what we do now. How we, as mothers, grandmothers, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, how we move, how we deal with the truth now will help to set the future generation free, so they are empowered to do better, you know, and just carry on, as my King Father would say, who's rising in power. Just carry on and do good in life. The seed you sow, you shall reap. None of us are perfect, you know. No human being on this earth can say, yes, I'm 100%. Because if they did, they'll be dealing with falseness. We all have detriments to fix. You know, we all can do better. you know. But where is our starting point? It's never too late to change. No matter what's going on around you, no matter what's been happening in your life, the traumas, the trials, the tribulations, you know, the fact is we're still here, you know. And once you're still here, you're tuning into this video clip, number one. Yeah. So once we're still here, no matter the mistakes that we've made in life, we can fix ourselves with the right attitude. And when we tune in to the conscience, knowing within what is right and what is wrong. You know, sometimes you might have to go and ask for forgiveness, depending on how wrong you've done or what you've done. You know, sometimes you may have to do your prayers to the divine creator. Go down on your knees and ask for forgiveness if you know that you've done a lot of things bad or terrible in your life. But you're here to fix things. So we're not giving excuse to wrongness, but we're saying that he without sin cast the first stone. And if everybody be truthful to themselves, no one should even pick up their hand to cast the first stone, because every single one of us has come here to make things better. So the new year is on its way, 2023. Whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, if we all tune into the heart of goodness, the heart of peace, the heart of love, the heart of righteousness, the heart of forgiveness, and understand sometimes that when we make mistakes, understand the mistakes are our choices, aren't they? We've made the choice. So we can blame everybody around who has maybe contributed on the path of choice that we've taken. But we have to learn to take responsibility, because sometimes we just have to do a better risk analysis before we step. Now, when it comes to risk analysis, you can do that in many different ways. Risk analysis of your life path. You know, what is the risk if I choose to be over there? What is the risk if I choose to be with that person? What is the risk if I choose to take that job? What is the risk if I choose not to listen to guidance and take care of my health? What is the risks? Yeah? So when you do your risks, you check out your risks, then you make your action plans to do whatever you need to do. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great plan, a collective plan, individual plan, a family plan. Yeah, because we need all different type of plans, don't we? You know, we have to look at our own selves to see what we need to do to better ourselves and to be more balanced. Then we have to look at how we can help our family members, where and when and if we can, you know. Because sometimes, you know, we can guide people, you know, and they don't want to listen. You tell them once, you show them twice, tell them 3 times. Well, sometimes you just have to be brave enough to step back and let people go on the path and learn the lesson, and just hope and pray for them or meditate for them that it's not going to be too hard on them, you know. So yeah, that's what it's all about. It's right about now. It's all about taking care of yourselves, you know, and listening to your heart, doing things from the heart, you know, being truthful, being righteous, and having forgiveness. and just carrying on from the heart with peace, love, harmony, unity, meditation and prayers for our people near and far. Ashe yo, ashe yo, ashe yo. Bye for now. Mnature.